exhausted, but I can't blame her.
Nick, I was thinking about it all day yesterday. I never properly asked you to defend me, did I?
Doesn't matter. I'm on this case to the bitter end.
I know. That's why I wanted to officially ask for your help.
You got it, Maya. Let's do this. You gotta wrap this shit up and get back home so you can make your dream show come true.
These niggas are gonna stay here for the whole arc.
The Steel Samurai versus the Plum Punisher, right?
No, I was Plum. You got it right first.
You bet.
I don't remember what it was. Bullshit word.
You look as if you did not sleep last night, Barbed Head. It is written all over your face. How can you expect to put up a respectable defense like that?
Phoenix in 5.
I'm all fired up and ready to go. I guess Maya's not the only one looking exhausted.
Okay.
Lipsies.
Her doesn't seem in the best spirits herself.
She's watching the stream and she's trying not to laugh.
Best spirits. Ha ha ha! It's a funny pun. Go ahead. Feign confidence now while you are still able.
Okay.
For I will see to it that your last rites are read to you this day.
Guess it was just my imagination.
Ready, Nick?
Okay, Maya, let's head on in.
Court is now in session. All rise.
Kaepernick.
No,
then is everyone
amazing.
Defense is ready, Ka.
The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay.
Oh, no prayers this time? Prosecutor Sadmadi?
I already offered my prayers for the latest victim during my visit to the crime scene. Being that the accused has already been found guilty of the first murder, let us hasten this trial so we may put this dead lawyer walking out of his misery.
I could not agree more. In yesterday's trial, the accused was already found guilty of murdering the high priest. And today she will be tried for the murder of his disciple, Perez Zalat. Now then, prosecutor bitch, your opening statement, if you would.
Certainly.
Domain expansion.
The accused has now slain two of the most devout clergymen in Koranism. Even the lowest level of hell, the hell of tickling, would not be punishment enough.
Damn.
Oh! Then, what terrible fate awaits her? Clayton labia torture?
No.
Oh, shit.
Belgico upon hell, a realm of eternal agony. There she will suffer endless punishment by Jaguar of the Gallum or Pulmonten. Furthermore,
Enough!
He's crying.
My blood runs cold at the mere thought that such a terrible place exists.
I was gonna ask for a translation, but on second thought, ignorance is bliss.
Oh, I see he read Chainsaw Man. Now then, please continue, minus the part about the terrible hell awaiting the accused. Please.
as you wish. The victim of this crime was the high priest's disciple. Praise the Lord. He had been training under the high priest by living at the priest's home.
I had met him a number of times, and he seemed like an earnest young man. He's a great man. How tragic that he met such a terrible end. Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
The murder occurred at the Plaza of Devotion during the purification rite. It was a bold crime carried out while the plaza was full of the faithful deep in prayer. The war-bad dagger was found impaled in the victim's upper back. The stabbing caused a spinal cord injury that killed him instantly.
Ah, the Warbad dagger. Lady Kira's weapon of choice.
We have already established that the accuser's prints were on the weapon. Incredibly damning evidence in itself.
No, I didn't do it.
That's what they all say.
Hold your
Ain't do
tongue.
nothing.
Now, being that the accused, Maya Fey, is a serial killer,
I love cereal.
the prosecution believes that the death penalty is the only possible sentence.
I thought that was the only thing give out in this country.
Would the defense care to respond?
Hell no!
The accused is innocent, and nothing can convince me otherwise.
Is it true, Phoenix?
After all, the crime scene was packed with worshippers. How could my client possibly have committed this murder without a single witness?
The accuser's fingerprints on the murder weapon alone is enough to render a verdict. As such, I see no need to debate this any further.
But Bus, get your free
Bus.
Well, once her benevolence conducts her seance, it will be clear for all to see. Like it was the last 3 times.
Your Majesty, might I have a word?
Oh shit. Is something the matter, Prosecutor Sadmati?
It is about the divination seance.
And here she comes.
Your benevolence?
Really said, shut that shit up.
Stop right there, Prosecutor Sadmati.
As you wish. Forgive me for overstepping my bounds.
Never
He was
interrupt
trying to
the
save
king.
you from embarrassment. You should have taken it.
What was that all about?
Barbed Head, have you made peace with your fate? For this time, the divination seance will bring you to your knees.
Your mom knows about that.
Wow.
I'm ready, and I accept your challenge. The only problem is I have no weapons at my disposal. The only hope now is what we can glean from the seance vision and Rafa's insights.
Very well. Divination seance, if you please, your benevolence.
Yes, let us begin. Nena?
Shit. Here you go.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Alright.
Prosecutor Sadmati was also trying to turn this shit off too. Like, damn. Gotta watch the whole thing every single time.
It's like a magical girl transformation every episode of a magical girl anime.
Yeah, you can't just skip the transformation.
Yeah, but usually when in stories when they do the magical transformation, you know, it's a good thing and they win. They don't just get packed up by Ace Phoenix.
Well, we'll just say that it's deconstructing the medium then, or whatever people say.
Hooray!
When you walk away.
When you hear me say.
It didn't work. Can you do it
Wow,
again?
look, nothing.
I don't get it. Why wasn't there anything to see?
Your benevolence. What the fuck?
I was unable to evoke any sort of response.
He was trying to save her, man.
I called out the spirit's name many times, but to no avail.
Oh, so the dude's not dead. Alright, let's go home.
Just as I thought.
Wait, what does he know that we don't?
I had sought to confirm the content of today's divination seance. After all, it is customary for the prosecutor to verify it beforehand.
Come to think of it,
I must go to perform a divination seance for Praise a Lot. It is our custom for the prosecution to review its contents before a trial begins.
And that is why I sought to stop her benevolent from performing it here. However, she insisted that it be done. She wished to try one more time here in the Hall of Justice.
It would appear her benevolence is washed.
I am not anything of the sort! The victim's spirit will not answer my call, but I do not know why. It is my sacred duty to convey the truth through the divination seance.
Right?
What are we to do without a divination seance?
I suppose I had to deliver the last rites without them. The prosecution has already taken that into account when preparing for today. I am fully capable of proving the accused's guilt, with or without a divination seance.
You never fail to impress, Prosecutor Sadmadi. You're doing tricks on it, bro.
This is bad. The divination seance was my one and only hope. Your Majesty, her benevolence said she isn't tired. So should we try to find out why it didn't work?
You're on my
How
side.
curious,
Huh?
Mr. Wright. Why have you suddenly taken such a keen interest in the divination seance?
Yes, explain yourself. The divination seance is for shedding light on an accused's crimes. It is the Holy Mother's hammer of wrath that is ever poised to pound you into your grave. You should fear it, not plead for it.
I mean, shit, with our track record, I mean, we need all the help we can get.
I believe in my client. Plus, yesterday somebody told me something that changed my mind. The divination seance was once taught of as just another piece of evidence. If we were to correctly interpret the visions through careful analysis, then they would lead us to the truth behind what really happened. And the truth will show that my client, Maya Fey, is innocent.
The truth is, you don't have anything else to fall back on, huh, Nick?
Why can't you niggas let me be raw?
Maya, please, you're not helping.
How dare you! The voice of a Mitama is to be feared, not to be utilized by vile lawyers such as you!
Seances exact a heavy toll upon the royal priestess. It would be best not to burden her any further. Or does the defense feel it can pose no counter arguments without the seance?
Not sure he flipped it back.
No, of course not. He saw right through me. You have to find a way to make the divination seance happen or we're toast.
Well, since the divination seance is not possible at this time, I see no other choice. Let us proceed with the trial without the seance, as Prosecutor Sadmati suggested.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Why, you... I will not forget this, barbed head! This will not be the last you see of me!
Alright. Now then, I will now proceed by providing an outline of the case at hand.
Very well. If the lead detective would please come to the stand, we may begin. We may begin.
In the beginning.
In the beginning, in the...
Emma, you're back!
Sorry, Mr. Wright.
Detective Sky, I understand how you would wish to save the accused and the defense. They are your friends, after all. But you must let them go and move on.
How was she even allowed on the case if she had a
What?
conflict of interest?
There
She
is
has
only
information.
one way to save them now,
Because Nayuta said so.
by
Anyway.
giving their souls the chance to burn away the taint of their sins in their infernal flame.
Oh, I can't do this.
No eating in the sacred hall of justice.
Miss Sky! Yes? Don't worry about me and Nick. Just do your job. I'm sure Nick will figure something out eventually. He's good at that.
She looks so
Right.
sad.
She did look
Thanks,
sad
Miss
as fuck.
Faye.
Are very brave for a criminal with a tainted soul. Very well, Detective Sky. Please proceed.
Okay, I can do this. Let's start with an overview of the case. The latest victim was Puree Zalot.
Puree?
Yes, Puree. He had been training under the high priest and living at his house for the past 2 years. The high priest's widow, Belib in me, has identified the victim's body. He may have been mistaken for a rebel and killed due to his connection to the high priest.
I see. Well, that certainly makes sense. Would the defense care to respond?
Didn't spot any inconsistencies in her testimony so far. I don't have any evidence in my arsenal. What am I gonna do now? What is it, Maya?
I was just wondering about how much the police actually looked into Acolytes a lot. Because it might just prove to be the key as why the divination seance failed.
What are you getting at?
Well, it's just a hunch, you know.
Wait a second. During my investigation, Ray told me about how the divination seance works. If I could figure out why it failed, maybe she could try it again.
He's still trying to get that.
Time to press for some more info.
High Priest Widow, believe in me, has identified the victim's body.
Press that.
Was Miss Envy's positive ID the only way you verified the identity of the victim?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Well, no. We also checked his ID card he carried and the data in his family registry. But
But what?
his personal information didn't match any of the public records we cross-referenced.
Fucking Q.
Oh, how convenient.
Maybe that's why the divination seance failed.
I'm not sure what you mean, Mr. Wright. What are you talking about?
Here's what I'm thinking.
That's his fake name. You think he's a faker?
Bullshit.
That dumbass name. Of course it's not his real
I
name.
found you, faker.
The victim
Fake?
decided to hide his identity for some reason. In other words, he was using a fake name. The royal priestess uses a deceased's face and true name to summon their spirit.
Why, yes, that is indeed true.
Man, you're still here.
If he was using a forged ID, and there is no mention of him in our public records, then he was likely an illegal immigrant. They are not uncommon here in Karain.
Here we go.
An illegal immigrant. Come to think of it, Ray mentioned something about immigrants yesterday. Ain't that fun?
But if that's the case, we have no way of knowing who he really is. We'll have to proceed without holding a divination seance this time.
Ugh.
I had always thought Acolyte Zealot was Kuranese. Oh, how the High Priest must be lamenting his disciples' deception in the Twilight Realm. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think? Should we add it to the testimony? I'm the judge, so you guys decide.
I don't see the harm in that.
I don't know why I get scared of, like, what if there's, like, bad testimonies to add to our thing? But I mean, we could just try it anyway.
Well, if you look in the top right corner, you'll see that there is no risk.
Okay,
for us
please
doing
click,
that.
please click it, bro, please.
Please click it.
This is an important fact. Please add it to the testimony. Please press record.
It would seem to be a fact most inconvenient for the defense. But if you insist, Detective Sky, please add what you just said to your testimony.
Yes, Your Majesty. Free, yeah, yep.
He was an illegal immigrant, so we don't know his real name.
Next. Okay. Mark on his
Back.
face is one borne by all
Oh.
members of Karanis clergy somewhere on their bodies. Records of who has what mark and where are kept at the temple. We know that there's a peach mark on his neck, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So go back. Go to that shit. Go to the right page.
And present
There's
that.
that picture of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Objection!
Sorry, Detective Sky. But police missed something important in their investigation.
Huh? What are you talking about?
The victim was undeniably a Kuranese native. And this crime scene photo proves it.
It does?
It's a little hard to see, but look closely.
Bars.
You'll see clear proof that the victim was Kuranese.
Where? I don't see anything that would prove that.
This proves the victim was Kuranese.
The
You have
peach.
to show the teacher your work.
The peach. Oh, player. Man.
Look at this tattoo right here.
Why? That's a tattoo of a peach? Freaky ass nigga.
I'd like you all to think about the meaning of this tattoo.
The victim really likes peaches?
Well, peaches are a favorite delicacy here in Karain.
They happen to be a personal favorite. Mine.
Okay.
The sweetness of their abundant nectaries and the softness of their perfectly ripe flesh.
Bro, trying to add this filler and trying to distract everyone. We know what you know.
They are a blessing from the Holy Mother herself.
Nick, I suddenly got a craving for peaches.
You're not supposed to be pregnant yet.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, cravings, I guess.
After the trial, Maya, right now, we have a bigger fish to fry, okay? Unfortunately, that is not a tattoo of a peach.
Damn, I wanted a peach.
It is not a peach, you say? Then what is it?
Actually, it's an orange.
Take a closer look. Haven't you seen something like that before? Namely, the tattoo on the High Priest's brow.
Oh my.
What?
This mark is only borne by members of the Kuranese clergy. Naga.
So that is what you believe it to be. But are they not utterly different shapes?
Sure, they're shaped differently, but there's a reason for that. The victim had the peach-shaped tattoo inked over an existing photo for some reason. However, the dark red portion is exactly the same as the mark all Kuranese clergy bear.
Hey, right.
Until about 20 some odd years ago, everyone did get one, didn't they? I myself bear one on my...
And that is entirely too much information, Your Majesty.
No, so he actually has a tramp stamp. Let's go.
That's fine. Information on everyone who enters the clergy is maintained at the temple. All we have to do is look up a monk with a mark in the same spot.
I'm on it. I'll let you know if I get any hit. I'm leaving right now.
That will not be necessary. If you seek information on the clergy,
Look at this
I
one.
have it all right here.
Look over his shoulder, make sure he's not lying. Oh my, you never cease to amaze. So tell us, King, is there anyone who fits the bill?
There is just one. His name is Real. I forgot about this shit. Oh god, it's ass.
A real nigga? I'm just kidding.
Real name.
God, you suck.
They're so bad. Name.
Real
It
name?
hurts. Even as someone,
Real
I'm
name.
someone who loves terrible puns, but these ones.
Real Nimu?
Real
Yeah.
name.
Oh, real name. Oh.
Yeah. Can you be more on the nose?
Alright, let me lock back in. He became a monk 20 years ago.
Look at her just
Oh my god,
standing
real
there.
name.
Then that must be the victim's real name.
But why would he have tried to cover up his tattoo with another one?
Yeah, there must have been some reason.
Maybe really a rebel. Nick! That's not important right now. The important thing is we know his real name.
You're right. Your Majesty, now that we know the victim's real name, the divination seance might finally work.
A lawyer who willingly seeks a seance. This is entirely unprecedented.
You guys literally don't remember last 20 years ago.
You are about digging your own grave, Defense.
You're digging in me. My bad.
We won't know that until we try. Sure, it's risky, but it's our only hope.
Very well. Let the divination seance be held once more.
You do it now.
I don't want to.
Why would a lawyer work so hard to see the divination
Yeah, just do the
seance be
shit,
held
bitch.
once more?
Dear
God,
God.
earn your
Fool,
paycheck.
Barbhead,
Very
and your
aged.
foolishness shall yield no gratitude from me.
You get your
For
bag,
with
I
the
get
tr-
mine.
For with the truth revealed by my insights, I shall gladly seek your demise.
I literally don't give a fuck. Go. I will correctly interpret each and every one of your insights. Pussy.
You will regret ever thinking you could use my sacred insights as evidence.
If only she knew.
Bot!
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that
they
we
make
may
us what?
receive their final
They will.
memories in the pool of souls.
It's
They
not
make
as
us
bad
watch
as
the whole thing again. I'm rating this game a 10 out of 10.
it's not as bad as what's his name? You know, like with the guitar dude, that was a prosecutor
The
that
Gavin
played his
Years?
clip.
What,
Yeah, the Gavin
Clavier?
Years. Yeah, Clavier playing that clip over and over again. Like that was actually the worst. Like
That nigga got bodied.
we got to see him get bodied like at least 7 times.
His poor guitar got roasted. We got to hear Lemure sing so much. She had such a pretty singing voice, don't you know?
I'm about to get some blueberry muffins.
Slide some over here.
I hope we get to see this at least 2 more times.
You will.
Oh shit. She's gonna fall and then have to start over.
Oh, did you see that jump, dude? Yo.
Think in one of these dances you should like speed it up and like high pitch that shit.
I can skip
I like
this,
this
but
shit.
I
We
like the
ran out.
immersion.
Don't ever skip it.
Yeah, you can't. It's like Blue said, you can't skip magical girl transformations.
The more we're annoyed, the more we want to pack her up. This is actually motivational.
The more we lock in.
Punisher theme. Y'all go hard with that?
Yo, dude took back shots and died. Okay.
Okay.
I like this. I like this.
Like that one Spider-Man gif.
Yep. Oh my.
Real name. I mean, fuck.
It is just as Mr. Wright surmised. Perez a lot wasn't the victim's true name. It was an even worse pun. And now at last, we have seen the victim's final moments.
But oh, cause he was the ground.
Nigga, that's not the ground. You investigated there.
Oh, my fault.
Who am I again?
There's some sorry, just like I'm staring at the text even though I know I'm supposed to be speaking. And it's just like, oh wait, hold
I do
on.
that a lot too sometimes. It's just like the reading comprehension's not coming up.
You seem terribly disappointed. I take it you did not find any fodder for one of your inference turabouts.
Duh.
Ow!
I, on the other hand, have discovered something.
Oh, really?
Conclusive evidence that establishes the accuser's guilt.
You did?
Most surprising surprise attack.
Funny.
So, tell us, Prosecutor Sadmati, what is this conclusive evidence you have found?
They bloomed the Planisher's fiends on that the deceased heard. Please consider this item here. It was confiscated from the accused during our interrogation.
I already know how this is
Hey,
gonna go.
that's my
Hilarious.
plumed Punisher strap.
When you pressed on the Magatama on the plumed Planisher's belt,
We're listening to the Plume Punisher theme. Why are you trying not to laugh?
Phoenix. I always knew she was the best criminal of all time. Serial
we just
plumed
can't let
Punisher
Maya
killer.
go anywhere, can we? It seems the accused inadvertently pressed a button in the midst of a crime.
Bless you.
This strap is an extremely rare item, is it not, Miss Faye?
Yeah, there's only one in the world, man. You better not break it. I worked a lot hard for that. There's only one of those in the whole wide world, and it's mine.
Maya, no!
You've been here
Good
3
defense.
times!
Good defense, man.
It is just as I said. Your flights of fancy have come crashing down on you.
She sure seems to be enjoying this.
Yeah, I've never seen her look so thrilled before either.
It is time to accept the fact that the divination seance is far more than mere evidence. It is the very truth that brings the hammer of justice down upon the accused.
That is as conclusive as evidence can get. Now then, if there are no further objections...
Stop trying to speedrun this shit, man.
I know, you don't even have
Slow
a
down
class to
there,
go
Your
to this time.
Majesty. At least let me make a counter argument. Fuck.
What's this? Do you take issue with the divination seance?
Like we
I'm
did
new
before.
to this, bro. I haven't been here for the last few cases.
No, I have issues with it. I just don't know what they are yet. But that's never stopped me before.
Look at how incompetent I am.
The divination seance is not the absolute truth. It only becomes the truth after it's been interpreted correctly.
You do not know when you are beaten, do you, you foolish lawyer? I am the only one who speaks for the Mitama of the deceased.
Bars.
If you believe there are to be errors in my insights, then let us see you prove it.
Not sure thing, ma'am.
Insight.
You're 14 years old.
Yeah!
You really even should be having a job
It's
anyways.
insight time.
This is
The
like child
victim
labor.
was offering up his prayers. It was the night of the Wright.
Bars.
Though it's dark, the pattern on the plaza's ground was visible. Then, someone was there, and the theme to the plumed Punisher filled the air.
Bars. Hold on.
The accused held the defenseless victim down and plunged her knife into his neck. The blade struck true, and in that instant he departed from this world. That is everything the deceased experienced in his final moments.
Benevolence's insights have painted a detailed picture, both vivid and true.
Didn't notice any holes there. As they stand now, those insights are really stacked against us. I just had to go over each and every one of the deceased sensations very carefully.
Next statement.
Heavy. I wonder what's heavy.
Next statement.
Fuck? Why can't I? Alright.
The pattern on the plaza's ground was visible. I don't think that's the ground, but next.
Where his hands touching?
Next. Next. Alright, so what do we do on this part? Wait, we point something out in the image, or do we present evidence?
We point something out on the image. That's what we usually do.
Yes.
What the fuck is a geeky? That thing keeps glitching out.
Remember, you had to cycle through text and images.
Mm-hmm. Go back to the first statement. Right. Next statement.
Plaza's ground was visible. Okay, we look in the court record, right? And we go to that hideout picture. Check it real quick.
You think he put his hands there?
Yeah, it's not the ground, but now I'm wondering, like, how do we show that by clicking on the words in the video?
Maybe.
Maybe the giggy thing? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't even know what that
Just
is.
so damn advanced. Go back.
You should say the line correctly, so it, you know.
I didn't want to, upset some people. All right, go to
Some.
replay this shit.
I mean, it records his six senses, right? Oh, 5 senses, right? So maybe that what he's touching is that is.
Gingil. What is that?
Do we have something that would explain what that is?
I think
What
we
we
should
got?
first touch the word when it shows up right there. It might be. This actually might be too advanced. The G word. Yeah.
The G word.
Smell. Oh, that's smell. Smelling.
You guys
What
heard
do
about
we
this
have?
before? You just forgot about it.
Oh, I know what that shit is. It's that when he was doing the fucking feast or whatever in that photo.
Oh, the food?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Well, damn, I mean... contradictory sensation. Okay.
I mean, if he's out on the ground supposedly praying, why would he be smelling that? Was he smelling his own breath?
Okay. Go... I just want to know what they say after this. I think Phaith is correct, but... Next.
Is saying that someone approached him with music and started
The
stabbing him.
accused held the defenseless victim down and plunged her knife into his neck. Okay.
Unless Maya smells like that, I don't know.
Shit, I mean... Yeah, I mean, that's... Why is he smelling that here? Yeah, that's the only thing that's not explained.
I'm for it.
Is this the statement?
No.
Go back to the Go back a statement. Another one. Think it's this
Type.
statement.
Wait.
Go back.
Type.
The court record, I'm pretty sure it has a detail of when they eat that, right? Day before the right. Yeah, that's why it's wrong. Okay. We did it, guys.
It's a bar.
I guess we presented on that statement, but click the word.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes. Haha. Watch us be dead wrong.
Was it really the night of the right?
No, never mind.
What do you mean? It could not be otherwise.
Shut up.
The accused slew Acolyte Zealot after killing the High Priest during the purification rite.
Hmm.
The only problem is the deceased spirit does not corroborate that.
What's this?
Take a look at what the victim smelled. Do you see how it says gingo? Acolytes a lot shouldn't have smelled any of that shit on the night of the right.
Bars. What do you mean? Oh.
Let me back up my statement with some evidence for you. Richard explained how the victim couldn't have smelled it on the night of the right.
I already did that.
It's the statement about the smelling shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually too advanced.
He's not.
The high priest's wife believed in me and told me about the Feast of Blessings. The feast includes a number of gingo-based dishes. And they are only supposed to be served at a certain time of the day before the rite.
I believe you're right. I had completely forgotten about that.
You motherfucker! During the feast, the unique smell of gingo pervades the entire kingdom.
I know
Nigga
it
ate
smelled
some
crazy in there.
The fact that the victim smelled it means that nigga was murdered between noon and 3 the day before the purification rite.
Got his ass. Got his ass.
Stop talking, chat.
Emote only. Emote only.
I am not so easily fooled.
Clear comms.
Mods, put the cord in emote only.
Did that autopsy report not make it clear? The estimated time of death was during the rite.
Alright, I taught her about that yesterday. Forgive me, your benevolence. But the estimated time of death is just that. An estimate. Depending on the circumstances, it's possible for it to change. It is very
Have you ever-
possible.
Have you ever heard of updating the autopsy report? What's this?
Phoenix
dark
knows all
arts.
about that.
Like if a body was kept cold, the slowed rate of decay makes the death seem more recent.
Why, I believe I have heard something of the sort before. If it is as Mr. Wright claims, the estimated time of death in the autopsy report will have to be revised. Golly, bro.
I fucking hate
Barbed head, you blinded me with science.
me when I'm uneducated. Republican.
Sorry.
I mean, what?
Wait, what am I apologizing for?
No matter. The murder may have occurred within the afternoon hours the day before the rite. Nevertheless, the murder weapon with the accused prints on it is incontrovertible evidence.
Sure, man.
I will now amend my insight to account for this new truth.
I'm gonna change it to daytime, I guess.
The time of death has been corrected, leaving my insight infallible.
Until
You're not
we
supposed to
correct it
lie in
again.
court.
Nick!
You're changing the time of death is bound to cause some sort of inconsistency.
Yeah, now we gotta check alibis.
If I had anything that showed up what it was like on that day, it could really help.
Oh, geez. It's a good thing we have something like that. So are we still picking emotions or
Well,
presenting
let's
evidence?
go to the news statement.
It was afternoon on the day before the rite. Well,
Well,
we
if
have
it was dark, then that means he was actually in the secret area, and not actually. Well, actually, hold on. No, I'm too.
the pattern on the plaza's ground was visible. Can we go to the court record real quick? If you look at the newspaper
Mm.
and
Was
you
this the
check
day
it,
before? We had the day before.
next. Today's purification rite. Next. I don't know if this is it. Next. Never mind.
I
Go
think
back.
it's as simple as you go back.
Go back to the newspaper.
Oh,
I just want to see the second statement again. Thought I saw something about it yesterday. The newspaper. I got the news. Second statement. Okay, they're talking about there was
Oh,
ice on the ground
Yeah.
yesterday, so
Yeah.
you shouldn't have been able to see the ground. That's actually very important.
you're right.
all right, go
My
back.
bad. MB.
No, you just didn't really look at it deeply.
Go to what do you select something? Oh well, wait.
I don't know what we're selecting though. Well, how about the ground? I mean,
That's
Literally
what-
just
that's
click on
what
the
we're
ground.
oh,
All right.
oh
Yes.
yes, I.
Objection!
The change in the date and time of the crime
Bars.
has caused a new inconsistency to surface.
What's this?
Yeah, because we're talking about
Ugh.
this inconsistency.
You are making that irritating face again. Cease that at once.
I hate your face, man. I hate
It's cool when you do it. Sorry, but this is the face I was born with. Now, let's
Damn.
focus on what's important. What the victim saw in his final moments, because they were funny as hell.
Oh shit.
Do you have bats in the belfry, barbed head? There is nothing to see. The ground at the plaza was all that entered the victim's eyes.
And that's what I find so strange. And the day before the rite, it should have been impossible to see that pattern on the ground.
Impossible, you say? Do explain.
This piece of evidence shows why the plaza's ground was not visible that day.
Alright, from now on, we're not even going to try to figure out why we're correct. We're just going to wait until we get to this part whenever we do it.
Go to the newspaper.
So we're not doing that? Click on the newspaper.
Take that!
The newspaper has an article that is tiny in size but huge in importance. Nigga, it says that the ground was covered with thick white ice the day before the rite.
What?
Bars.
Pipe down.
Ass.
The victim did not see. Oh, the victim did not see his motives as I. Okay, manga.
Then you got drunk.
Exactly.
That Alzheimer's was hitting.
And so we must ask, what was the victim looking at in his final moments?
If you have something to say, then say it.
The last thing the victim saw was not the ground at the Plaza Devotion. This can only mean that he was killed elsewhere.
What?
Wow.
I'm not even surprised for real.
I'm just here for the food, honestly.
Oh, never mind, I am. Ah! Then where do you
Damn.
propose the victim was actually killed?
Yes, tell us where. Otherwise, your argument is worthless.
About that. Ugh, I ain't gotten to that fucking part yet.
You're pissing me off, Phoenix.
It pains me to see him being, incompetent. I thought he is supposed to be competent.
Hey, Maya, can you sub in Mia real quick?
Any ideas?
Let me think. I'm gonna think real
Any
hard.
ideas, mayonnaise?
Well, it's somewhere green and shaggy, right?
Right, but where could that be?
I don't know. Have we ever been somewhere like that before?
Is it Barbed Head? Giving up already?
Not at all.
God.
Now, where have I seen something green and shaggy? It shows where the victim was killed.
You already know, we know.
The very last not crime photo. The very last photo on the third page.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Secret hideout the rebels were using.
A rebel hideout? There was no such place anywhere on the floor of that chamber.
Nigga, you didn't even go inside.
You're absolutely right. There's no place on the floor anyway.
And what did the victim see in his final moments, if not the floor of the rebel hideout?
This is what the victim saw in his final moments.
And we gotta point to the
That right one.
the giant Magatama.
Shaggy green surface the victim saw was one of the moss-covered stone slabs. As you can see, there are two distinct hand-shaped impressions in the moss here. I believe the victim was killed while he stood there with his hands pressed against the slab.
Shit, that's a sus position.
That does agree with the seance's vision.
I already made the joke.
However, one cannot definitely declare that they are one and the same.
I concur. There is no proof that a murder occurred in the rebel hideout. Are you serious, bro?
Indeed. What evidence do you have of this?
The blood everywhere.
I've already shown you the evidence.
Yo, what do you mean? Bro, that's actually bullshit. You have handprints in the same exact position on this, and they say it. Oh, man.
There could
Please
have
take a
been
look at
any
the
other,
second
any
version
number
of
of
the
things.
photo I showed
Any
you.
other reason.
That could have
why
been
it-
some. That could have been a different print, footprint. Man.
You can see the results of the luminol test I performed in that rebel hideout. This is positive that someone had been bleeding in front of that stone slab.
Is this true, Darian?
Information has already been provided to the police.
Detective Sky, to whom does this blood belong?
Shit, I'm still here. We thought it was the high priest blood that flowed from the inside.
Outside.
Outside? I don't know where I'm at. We haven't tested it.
Then you must do so at once.
My bad, Your Majesty. Fade away.
It appears the police have finished testing the blood. Detective Sky, your report, please.
Remember, like, when the police, like, we would leave in the middle of the court and other things would happen instead of a time skip? I remember that. The blood found in the rebel hideout belongs to Purees a lot, just like the defense.
Detective Sky, do you realize what your blunder has done to me?
It's my
Alright.
fault now?
When this strike concludes, I want to see you in my prayer chamber.
That's not sus at all.
There, I will deliver a glorious sermon unto you for 8 hours straight.
Damn,
Someone
I'm
make
really
sure that
am
she
the
has a,
new gumshoe.
make sure she has a
Anything but
chaperone,
that.
bro.
It's funny. Emma's like a, an Edgeworth fangirl.
And then she just got stuck with the leftovers.
Yeah, now I'm really just gumshoe. I'm really sorry, but anything but that. Nick, maybe, just maybe, this is the chance we've been waiting for.
Yep, would seem so. I hate to do this, Emma, but
Get fucked, Emma. Go for it, man. It's full speed ahead. Fuck her.
the victim was killed in a rebel hideout the day before the purification rite. Then, his body was moved to the Plaza of Devotion by someone we've yet to identify. So, we thought that while we saw acolytes a lot praying during the rite, he was already dead.
Oh my god. Who would do all that? No one does that shit here in this country.
Oh, fucking hell. And that's not all. If he was killed, nigga. If he was killed at the inner sanctum, that would explain one more thing.
And what would that be?
At the time of death was made to look later than it actually was. Proof of which was left behind at the sanctum. This points to how the time of death was made to appear later than it actually was.
Was they hide the blood? I forget.
Wait, can you go back to the history? I think I missed what he said.
I did.
He was killed at the inner sanctum. That was when.
I'm trying to figure out how they were trying to make it seem like he was killed later.
Go back.
Like, besides, hiding his body.
That
Yes.
picture? The pictures? Let me see that.
Next image. I think it's this.
Oh, you saying they might have buried.
Yeah, they refrigerated him.
That makes sense, actually, yeah. I was gonna say, how would they be able to do that? And I was like,
to
oh,
look.
the snow.
Okay, yeah.
Present.
Why, these are photos of the inner sanctum.
I'd like you to focus on this one. The proof is right there in this photo. This is how the time of death was made to appear later than it really was. Do you see how the snow has been removed from this one spot only? That's because it was used to keep the victim's body cold. And that's why the time of death wasn't what it seemed.
No,
Here she
that's
goes.
enough. You get out. It's like, come on.
The time was mistaken, and the place too. And just what do you believe that proves?
Bars?
I don't know. Put them
That
together.
my client is
Yeah.
innocent? That motherfucker?
What of her fingerprints on the dagger, and the plumed punisher theme the victim heard? You have failed to address these two key pieces of evidence.
You want to be the
trust me.
prosecution
Trust
so
me.
bad.
We're gonna
Yeah,
get them
that's
out the
your
way. Just stay right there.
I
I
see your
changed my
point.
mind.
Wasn't that your big chance, Nick?
Yeah. I'm really hoping that the difference in location can invalidate either the weapon or the theme song from being used as evidence against you.
Actually, that might be possible. At least for one of them.
Really?
What's this? You say you can contradict our argument for a key piece of evidence? Very well. Let us see you try.
Nick, take a good look at the rebel hideout photo.
Oh,
Wow.
the defense can invalidate this piece of evidence.
Bottom one.
Tight.
Sure.
The plumed Punisher theme. And how do you intend to support such a claim?
Well, since the murder happened in the rebel hideout, there's something there that played the theme song other than my client's strap.
It wasn't the strap. Is this true,
Aw,
Darian?
The item that played the Plume Punisher theme song was this. Oh, clock.
the clock.
Dickory dickory dock.
Make sure you click
The
on that
mouse
clock.
Punisher,
ran
the clock.
Hey.
The clock struck 1.
This is a Plume
Punisher
Plume
ran
Punisher alarm
down.
clock. I believe the victim heard its alarm go off.
I hate alarm clocks.
What proof do you have that the alarm went off?
Actually,
What proof do you have that it was my client's strap that played the theme song? Fuck out of here, nigga.
exactly. Brap.
Do not twist the facts with your lawyerly wiles. Either way, the accused would still be guilty based off of her prints on the murder weapon. And here is what really happened.
Damn straight. Damn straight.
Though there have been some twists and turns, that is the truth of what happened.
Ugh. I won't get anywhere until I can eliminate the dagger.
Most impressive, your benevolence. Why are you giving her a glaze? I see no inconsistencies anywhere in the prosecution's case.
Not this
No.
time.
There is one.
What's this? You still claim there to be an inconsistency?
Try as you might, the outcome will always be the same.
Go
Trying
through
to
it.
figure out why he would be heavy. Like if he's standing.
Go to the right. Right again.
Next.
Go again.
Next.
How'd he be defenseless if he's in the fucking weaponry room with all those weapons? I'm just saying.
Go to the first one.
Well, he was defenseless because he was currently unarmed.
Why is it heavy if he's standing there?
Well, obviously, it either fell on him or he was getting pushed back.
Wait, then I think. Would it not be? I'm trying to look at the shits. Smelling.
We already
ass.
did the Gengi, we already saw the Plum Punisher thing. Literally the only thing we haven't looked at is the heavy.
No, that's that then. Let's go.
I just don't know why it's heavy.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, it's probably not. But I guess it's not because when a nigga touched it before, he almost fucked it off. So, probably that.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're still proving.
Nigga's
that
just
rank. Oh.
nigga's just chilling. Like what do you do?
Point when it says heavy, please.
Hey, that's why there's 3 people. All right.
Pause. Yeah, you mean 2 people, and niggas just get lollygagging. And, see, do we do it on this statement?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sure.
Objection!
The victim was originally thought to have been stabbed while bent over in prayer. But he was actually standing with his hands against the stone slab. So the question is, where did the sensation of something heavy come from?
I see your point.
I don't know, you figure it out.
If the victim was standing, he couldn't have been held down. Dang, man.
Like, damn, just that simple statement dropped her off. Then tell us, Mr. Wright, what was that heavy sensation felt by the victim?
My ass!
What caused
this
the heavy
nigga-
sensation Salat felt?
This nigga carrying this country on his back by being a rebel and trying to get these stupid ass laws replaced.
Any thoughts, Maya?
I agree. The sense of heaviness seems important, but also the matter of Zalat's hands on the stone slab. Why were they even there in the first place? Like, what the fuck was he doing?
Could it be related to the cause of the heavy sensation?
Well, Mr. Wright, do you have an answer for this? I mean, for us?
Of course. If I just envision the state Salat was in when he was killed. The cause of the heaviness the victim felt was
The culprit getting jumped or the stone falling on?
It's the top one, obviously.
I guess it's a slab, yeah.
Shit, I mean, if that, if the slab fell, how the fuck did it get back up when we got in there?
I guess we'll figure that out.
That's a
as
good
we go
question.
along.
That's too advanced for what the game wants, though.
Fine then.
The only conceivable cause is the stone slab falling over, trapping the victim underneath.
And keep in mind, there was blood on the ground, so, you know.
Oh! Thought it was from the stabbing. The
Maybe.
stone slab came falling down on him, crushing him.
Right. That was the cause of the heavy sensation the victim felt.
Objection!
While your theory is impressive, you have overlooked a key fact. The victim was not crushed to death, rather, he was stabbed.
Oh yeah.
Or do you claim that the dagger was plunged into him after the slab had fallen on him?
Maybe Lady Kira was just raw as hell and she just, like, threw the knife in there last minute.
While he
knows?
was being crushed.
Had the killer been behind the victim, they would have been crushed together.
Well, would you care to explain?
They have fun crushing each other for fun.
Sure, I'd love to. Doesn't mean I can. How could the dagger have been plunged in after the slab fell on the victim? The killers couldn't have plunged the dagger into the victim after the slab fell on him. What if the murder weapon wasn't what we thought it was? Thought it was.
Well, there were other weapons in our rebel hideout. But the entrance to the hideout is right by the stone slab. There isn't enough space between the two to use any of the weapons found within them.
Yeah, there's not much space by the entrance. There's not much space by the entrance, is there? If it was a real murder weapon, then I better think of something.
I'm going to jail soon. Nigga, what did you do, D6?
Going to jail.
I'm going to jail, Maya. If the murder weapon isn't the dagger, then the dagger must have been plunged into the victim after he already died. That means he was stabbed at least twice, but the autopsy doesn't mention that. Like, you know, we gotta update that. Do it.
Yeah, he must have been stabbed in the same spot with something shaped like a dagger.
I was gonna say, why would you do that? And then I realized when you get stabbed, there's a huge ass hole. So like,
Oh man.
just put
Would
it in
you
the
be
hole
friends
again.
care
Whoops.
to offer an explanation sometime this century?
Why don't you shut up and let me do my job?
Wait, wasn't there something dagger-like near the scene of the crime?
Mm.
Dagger dick.
Got that.
Something that had a shape similar to the Warbat dagger.
I don't know. Did you get stabbed by a lantern?
Present your evidence at the sound of that.
This shows what really killed Kyle. This shows what really killed. This shows what really killed Kyle.
What did he? So he didn't get hit by the dagger. What did he actually get?
Dagger dick Maya.
Let me see.
Go to the next page real quick. Just real quick, like for like a split millisecond.
You think by any chance he got hit by the arrow? I just wanted to bring up the arrow again. You know, just,
We don't have the
I don't know.
anymore.
I just wanna.
Fuck.
Can you look at the hideout picture?
I just wanna fuck.
Check it.
There's so many weapons on there, bro. I just wanted to point that.
I mean,
None of
the
them got
cock is
blood on
holding
them.
a little thing. I don't know if it's also. And
Can
yes,
you
there's
say he got
also
cooked
you know, there's also
Well, if the blood is there, it's probably go back. Back.
I'm a little stumped
That's
because
right.
like there's too much shit.
Let me see the other picture outside.
The inner sanctum.
Let me see it.
check it.
The antosanctum. I wish I could get a good look at the lantern.
Oh,
Oh, it's probably a fucking, probably the fucking statue. All that shit on there.
Oh yeah, that is pretty sharp.
Damn.
You think because like when you open it, the statue is facing the inside, right? So you think he fell backward or something when he got crushed onto the statue?
You guys basically figured it out without me.
Yeah, go back. Present this.
Take that!
Like Jesus, nigga.
Is this not the photo from the scene of the high priest murder? Are you suggesting the murder weapon is hidden herein?
This really took Brazelot's life. Point at the statue, please. Thank you.
The Warbot dagger or the Warbot statue?
Dang, niggas forgot to agree.
Oh, I agreed. Sorry, I got distracted for a sec.
I don't agree. Now what? But that is the dub.
See ya.
The Warbot statue?
See ya. Exactly.
Yeah.
That nigga
Warbat
Flavor
statue
Cardi's
is-
funny, bro. He's funny as
He
hell.
needs to. The Warbat statue has dagger-like feathers
He should
protruding
ki-
from it.
Oh shit.
This is what really took the victim's life.
Oh, please don't throw them at me.
You imbecilic fool! The statue is outside of the hideout. How do you propose it impaled someone who was inside?
When you heard? The Warbat statue also functions as the hideout's door.
Haven't you heard? Pandemic's over.
What do you mean?
The statue can pull a complete switcheroo.
How did you say that, Phoenix? You -5 aura.
A switch eru?
Nigga, what? To put it simply, it's a revolving door.
A switch?
We wish you a merry switchmas.
A, re-
Sure, man,
a
switch
revolving
it.
door? Why, that makes perfect sense.
Oh, switch mystery. Oh, switch mystery.
You're about to get your ass beat.
Therefore, I
Get the
believe
switch,
the
boy!
truth behind the divination seance to be this. As the victim entered the secret hideout, the stone sculpture came toppling toward him. He threw up his hands to stop it, but his weight forced him backwards. Unfortunately, the Warbad statue was right behind him.
Destroyed.
Me personally, I would have like done a little cartwheel to the left.
This cannot be.
A little quick time event.
Quick time event.
I would have clapped my hands and switched places with the person pushing the slab onto me.
I would have activated Infinity and
Just like move out of the way.
That was my thought process, but I know panic and brain don't go really well.
I would have used a
The
.02
accused
domain
fingerprints
expansion
were found on the dagger.
and used idle
Funny how we only
transfiguration.
used that shit once or twice.
He held it
Substitution
while
juices.
rehearsing for the right. Which is when her prince got on it.
This is a shocking turn of events. See what I did there? There's a great deal of circumstantial evidence in the defense's favor.
Why you word it like that? You can't have anything?
I believe we must accept that the Warbad statue is what killed the victim. I guess.
I guess it was an accident. or
I don't
whatever,
want to
I
give the
know.
defense dubs, but
Now that we know how Acolyte Zalot really met his demise, no basis for claiming my client committed this crime.
Alright, but you're still fucked up on that last trial. Nice work, Nick.
How can this be happening yet again? The divination seance is the only truth.
aw, boo-hoo.
Ever since I entered this country, I just ruined her whole shit, bro. This shit really
Ended her
sucks.
whole career. Like,
Really well. She's dead ass worthless now. No legal evidence. It's not the truth itself, but it is a means for shedding light on the truth.
This is Rafa's origin story on becoming an attorney. Let's go.
You understand now?
I understand it
shit.
now.
Your kingdom needs lawyers so that they can interpret your insight.
I understand it now. She does another divination seance and it just shows Maya's face clear as fuck, click killing that nigga.
Man, I'd be pissed.
What?
Hell no.
Curse technique reversal.
That means I
Would that be
I can
fire?
see-
Curse technique reversal on divination seance and it just shows lies?
Yeah. Or it can just show the killer's vision.
that would be broken as hell. Well, nah, not really.
have I been misinterpreting the voices of the spirits all this time?
The killer died.
Your benevolence. Are you unwell? All the color has drained from your face.
God, I wish we got more of those.
Yeah.
I will be fine.
No Apollo.
Continue your proceedings without me.
Damn, she gave up.
Thank God. As you wish.
Filler ass character. Get the fuck
Fade
back.
out.
I feel kind of bad for her.
She wanted you to die. Don't feel bad for her.
Phoenix is just a
When she
soft
comes
on
back
my
and
head.
apologizes, then you can feel bad.
Now then, I would have the defense yeah. Please explain what you have learned now that we know how the victim actually died.
Acolyte Zalot was killed in the hideout before the high priest's murder. That means the body found at the Plaza of Devotion was moved there by the real killer. But only after the Warbad dagger was thrust into him. To make it look like the murder weapon.
That does seem to agree with what we know now. But why would the real killer go to such lengths?
I believe stabbing Acolyte Zalot's body with a dagger and moving it to the plaza was
I kill
Middle
niggas
one.
for fun.
To make it. Oh wait, for fun. Shit, serial murder.
I spin your block, you
Correct.
spin my block.
The King Von ass answer.
Bottom.
Yeah, that's my hobby.
Okay,
You said
bro.
it, not me.
One of Lady Kira's greatest soldiers.
It was an attempt to make my client look like a serial killer. That's right. The real killer planned all of this. This Ford serial murder case.
They're like, oh shit, a foreigner's come to this country? Let's set them up.
That's it, Nick. Keep hammering away. Don't stop. Oh, there it goes. We're about to get crucified.
Your reasoning has more holes in it than those. Sorry, let me reread that. Your reasoning has more holes in it than that cheese you foreigners so enjoy.
It's
Damn.
such an
It has more
N-word
holes
line.
in it than the school children in your public schools.
Okay.
What?
Like those putrid, horrid clumps of curds, only a rat like you could love.
Damn.
Your reasoning, much like your putrid, horrid brain, has putrefied.
So you got an RFK Jr. brain?
What's this deal with things going putrid?
You have yet to overturn my argument that the accused is the killer. A careful analysis of the chain of events up to the killing exposes the truth as follows.
How would you do a careful analysis of this chain? This ice around my neck?
Disguised as Lady Kira, the accused found a rebel hideout the day before the riot. But Akanai Zelot had followed her there after noticing her suspicious behavior. Caught by surprise, she pushed a stone slab toward him, and we know the rest.
I've never been to the rebel hideout in my life.
When the high priest arrived at the sanctum the next day, he had realized what she had done.
Oh, fuck!
That is when the accused murdered him in order to silence him.
I believe Prosecutor Sadmadi has posed a compelling scenario. The defense, on the other hand, is kind of mid, to be honest.
How did my client move Acolyte Zalot's body to where everyone could see it? And why would she stab the dagger with her fingerprints into his dead body? So he had no reason to do any of those things. She had no reason to do any of those things. Bitch!
The dagger in his corpse was likely a warning to the rebel. Something along the lines of, Lady Kira will slay the defiant dragon.
Sure she will, bro. So that is why she moved the body to the plaza for all to see.
Now we have the judge convinced too? Thought I'd finally made some headway.
Well, Mr. Wright, about time for one of your groans of distress, is it not?
We're under distress?
Yeah, gain some aura back, Phoenix.
He'll need to admit this, but I've got nothing to counter his argument with. And I still haven't disproven allegations against Maya.
SMH, is it not time to end your futile struggle? You were already judged guilty yesterday. That makes you a dead lawyer walking. Accept the death that now awaits you, and in doing so, finally know peace.
A dead lawyer walking indeed. Then again, are not all liars who practice in Korean? But I must admit, I misspoke earlier. Allow me to amend my statement. I had said the defense's reasoning had a putrid cheese-like smell. But now I realize the stench was from his own putrid body on the verge of death.
That's a bar. That's a bar. I'm gonna let it slide.
Now I'm a rotting zombie. Think, who could have killed that fuckhead the day before the riot? Who knew about the rebel hideout and could gain access to the inner sanctum?
was involved with the Wright can enter the sanctum, so...
Wait a second. Only a rebel would have known about the secret hideout. And the only person who was involved with the Wright had access to the sanctum. And was suspected of being a rebel is...
Did somebody come to mind?
Yes, except there's one huge problem.
Huge problem?
What are you two going on about? Plotting your escape from the sacred hall? I would not put it past you, considering you have no means to raise further objection.
If I don't do something, Prosecutor somebody will have this one in the bag. I just have to bluff my way out of this. Regardless
Shut
of that
up!
huge problem.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
I don't get what's... whatever.
What?
Your Majesty, I believe that there is another suspect in Perez Salat's murder.
You don't get what?
I'm not in the mood for it right now. I'll do it next
Shall I
recording.
explain?
Ali, I just had a random coughing fit.
Even
Get
the
some
most
water, man.
benevolent Holy Mother would not forgive such a desperate lie. After all, you know very well that such a person does not exist.
No, there was one person who knew everything.
Does such a figure truly exist? Tell us. Who might that be?
I believe the prime suspect in Akala's last
The
murder
court
is...
record! Damn, he's 9? Shit, I didn't know.
Go to the left page. Nah. Go to the first page and click the woman on the end.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about her.
Let's go. Fuck bitches.
Okay, man. I was gonna say present, but then you said that.
Fuck bitches. Fuck bitches.
What? I mean, she... Alright, bro. Whatever.
Bro, she's literally the villain of this arc.
Click it.
Damn!
Do you truly believe that person to be the killer?
Bro, she's totally a villain. Sorry.
I too find it hard to believe.
Cock. Damn. She has some... You know what I'm saying?
3 strikes and you're out, nigga.
You're wrong.
So,
My strat.
hold on. Maybe that was too advanced for what the game wanted.
The hideout. Such a person could very well have killed a lot.
Wouldn't
If
it
you
just
fail
be
to give a
Abbott
serious... Yeah. If you fail to give a serious answer this time, I will personally... Blah, 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 blah.
Not a muzzle.
Now, who is this new suspect?
I believe the prime suspect in Akala's last murder is... Shit.
I bet you in bitch.
A bitch in me.
Maybe it's the other me. Let's go, bro.
Like, I don't know why she would kill her own husband. Shit. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
And
See,
is
you're not.
grieving?
Never mind.
Yeah, we can go with that. Ugly nigga.
So wait, is his name Trust in me or Abbott in me? Was I all wrong?
Abbott is a title.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, the fuck's an Abbott? My
Thought that
bad.
was a school.
It's like a religious figure.
Yeah, Abbott Elementary.
Who's Reverend?
Yeah, who's Reverend?
I think everyone said yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Pastor?
Abbott is a good name because he really is a bot.
It had to be someone allowed to enter the sanctum and who knew of the hideout. And that would be the high priests. He could have committed the crime if it occurred the day before the Wright.
Sato!
You would put this crime upon the dead, knowing very well they tell no tales.
Man, shut up.
Have you no shame?
Dead men tell no tales. That is definitely a problem. If only the high priest could tell his side of the story.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What? Do I have something on my face? Stop looking at me.
Wait a second, could this actually work?
I don't know,
Oh
man.
no, don't tell me I have some breakfast caught between my teeth.
Well, no, if there's even the slightest possibility, I have to go with it.
Stop staring at me,
Majesty?
man.
Dead men do tell tales. Therefore, I would like to request a high priest testimony.
His testimony? And just how the fuck do you suppose we get that shit?
There's a way for the dead to testify. It's known as...
Channeling.
Let's go, bruh. Turn
let's
into that nigga.
Let's just air Maya's whole thing out and make her become wanted again.
Yeah, we really about to air her out. That's
Summon him
crazy.
here by means of spirit channeling.
What did you just say?
Spirit channeling? Has this Lord finally gone insane?
This is sacrilege. May the Holy Mother strike him down.
It's
Chill, man, chill.
Hold that
chill,
nigga
chill.
down. Yeah, yeah.
I'm frankly astonished you even know of such a thing.
Now look at you, you're on the ground.
But spirit channeling is a secret art that only Her Eminence Queen Garan can perform.
Get her ass in.
And Her Eminence is far too busy with other duties to perform it at our pleasure.
I expected as much. That means our only hope is...
Pearl, let's go!
It's okay, Nick. You can tell him. I'm like practically dead anyway.
But Maya... I thought you wanted to keep it a secret here in the Korean.
Don't worry. It's not like it's against the law or violates some religious prospect. So precepts. I don't think we'll be punished, at least. Hope not. Knocking on wood, knocking on wood.
Phoenix will remember that.
But this is a crucial period for you. I'll decide whether you become...
It'll-
It'll decide whether you become a master of Korean.
You know, we don't have any other chance now, do we?
If I die, I'll never be able to.
If I'm found guilty, it'll be a lot worse than not becoming a master of Korean.
Yeah, and then Pearl's gonna have to channel you, and we don't want that.
Alright, thanks, Maya.
She'll have to channel Phoenix too, because she die with
Actually,
her.
there is someone here who is capable of channeling spirits.
Then watch her get the beads out.
Nigga,
Get ready
what
to
do
die.
you want?
But even her benevolent princess Raifa finds the definition seance to be a challenge.
We're not talking about that mid.
He doesn't know that. Shut up.
Who could
He doesn't know.
Who could possibly have greater spiritual power than she, aside from the queen? It's time for the true queen.
Now let me meet.
Oh my gosh.
Is this some sort of twisted joke?
No one is better than the royal priestess. Literally no one.
Hey, chill, cuz. Chill, man. Chill.
shit.
Is that true, Ace Phoenix? Is the accused capable of performing the secret art of spirit channeling?
Well, actually, yeah, I can.
Now, Your Majesty, we'd like your permission to begin.
What if Maya fucks up because she fucked up her spirit
Oh
channeling
my
before? That'd be
gosh,
funny.
bro.
Here she comes.
Your benevolence?
This is an outrage! An outrage, I say! First, you make a mockery of the divination seance, and now spirit channeling?
Foreign devils! They should be put to death for making fun of us!
Still your voices.
Clear rooms.
Barbed head. Spirit channeling is a most sacred and secret of arts.
You're dirty.
If you are you prepared to face the consequences of what you propose?
You're dragging it.
Yes, I am.
Your benevolence, are you saying you approve of their use of spirit channeling?
judge whether their claim is true. If this is but another of their lies, they shall be executed on the spot.
Damn. Just for making a joke.
I'm with that.
Shit, Negro. That's what you want to say.
We
Your
love
benevolence.
We love summary executions here in Karain.
I can get to go home early. What if the accused accidentally calls forth an evil spirit?
Do you truly believe this foreigner is capable of channeling spirits?
It's gonna channel farts or some shit.
Well, no, but I just wanted to be sure, as I am responsible for the safety of all present.
Well, an inexperienced practitioner could inadvertently call forth a dangerous spirit. But do not fear, for I have a Magatama of parting. With it, I can send spirits back to the Twilight Realm by halting the flow of spiritual power.
Inverted Magatama of Heaven.
Yeah, we needed that for Sukuna.
Inverted.
Oh, man.
That is a relief, indeed.
These
okay, he'll shrug it
foreigners
off.
have thrown down the gauntlet.
Oh yeah, he'll just use a binding vow to just turn that shit off.
Let us not shirk from their challenge. We must prove them guilty and deliver their last rites. Do I make myself clear, Prosecutor Sadmati?
Yud. I mean, a perfect yud.
He just starts speaking foreign.
Very well. The accused may channel the high priest spirit. But first, you must take a break. We will resume as soon as the preparations are complete. Until then, this court is adjourned.
Adjourn.
Get the fuck out of my establishment.
Get out!
Oh.
Table, shut the fuck up.